What's going on, y'all? So I'm here to tell you that today we just launched a brand new feature for CapitalFlow. It is powered completely by AI. So what we did is we integrated some artificial intelligence into our CapitalFlow software to create something that we call the hourly market movers. So in this video, I'm going to let you guys know what it is and how it works and give you an example. But first off, for those of y'all that might be new to my channel, I'm going to talk about what CapitalFlow is. So CapitalFlow is a company that I created almost 3 years ago now. And what we do is provide real-time options flow for you. So there's a few different things that you might call it, right? You can call it real-time options flow. You can call it order flow. You can call it unusual activity. You can call it smart money trades. You can call it whale trades. There's a bunch of different things that people call it, but at the end of the day, it's all the same thing. And what it is just showing you what individuals and institutions who have access to tens of millions, hundreds of millions, or even billions of dollars are buying. So it shows you what they're buying, when they're buying it, and how much money they're spending on it. And that's useful to you because you get to make the same trades as some of the wealthiest and most successful traders on the planet. Even if you don't have that kind of money, you can still follow their trades with a few hundred or a few thousand or whatever you do have. So that's something that we've been providing for almost 3 years, like I said, to the users. But what we've done with this new feature is we've started showing that data to AI and having the AI summarize it and come back with suggestions on what trades you can make based off of that information. So first off, how can you find it? As of right now, it's not available directly on the CapitalFlow dashboard because this is only day one, so we're kind of slow rolling this out, right? But one thing you can do is go here to dashboard.capitalflow.app/reports, and that link is going to be in the description of this video, and this is what it's going to take you to. So you can see a bunch of different reports here. So like I said, it's called the hourly market movers, which means every hour it posts, right? So you can see 4:30, 3:30, 2:30, 1:30, right? Every hour it's going to post. You'll get a headline, you'll get a sample or an example of what's being talked about, and then you can click on that and you'll get the full report. Now, before we dive into this, one more way that you can get to it is from the Discord. Now, if you're not in the Discord and you already have a CapitalFlow account, you definitely need to be. So all you need to do to join Discord is log into your regular CapitalFlow account. And then from there, once you're logged in, you're going to see this button in the top right corner. Right? It's just this Discord symbol. You can click this Discord button and you can join. Once you're in Discord, you can come into our bot section. Right, bot channels. You can click that hourly market movers channel. You're going to get the same thing. You're going to get the headline. You're going to get a little sample, and then you can click see more, which will take you to the report of that individual one. Right now, going back here to all the reports. One of these that I really want to show you guys from today is this one that came in at 3:30. Right, so when you click on this, it's going to pull it up. Get the title right. Options trading, bearish buy sentiment, and volatility surge. Gives you the heading, lets you know what we're talking about, and you can get into it here. I'm going to zoom in here, make sure you guys can see that. We might need to make that font a little bit bigger, but that's fine. It's day one. So this, keep in mind, this is every hour the AI posts this. So from the previous hour, so that means from 2:30 to 3:30, the AI was looking at the information on CapitalFlow, and this is what it came back with. So you can see it starts by saying the option data reveals a mixed sentiment with noticeable bearish activity in SPY as indicated by increased put volumes and call selling. Heightened VIX activity further suggests increased market volatility. Here is a detailed breakdown. So first off, what it's talking about for SPY in this first line is letting you know that the sentiment to SPY is shifting to bearish based off of increased put volumes, right? People are buying puts and call selling. So people are selling calls. Now keep in mind, these are both bearish trades. When people are buying puts, they want the market to move down. When people are selling calls, they also want the market to move down. Now, I know most of you all that follow me and subscribe to my channel are primarily option buyers. You're buying calls, you're selling puts. I don't know if I have that many sellers following me, watching my stuff. Shout out to the ones that are here. Shout out to AP. Shout out to the Seller Zone. Shout out to all the option sellers. But again, I know most of you all are primarily call buyers or put buyers, so we're going to kind of stick to that going forward. But with that being said, it breaks down what it's seeing for SPY, right? So you have the SPY options analysis with today's expiration. So this is today, 3/11/2025, the day I'm recording this video. So it talks about the puts that you see expiring today, right? So there's several put options, right? It gives you the strikes, the 557s, 558, 559s. It says these all show substantial increase in price and volume, implying strong bearish sentiment. This could be due to traders anticipating a downward move for SPY, right? Also talks about the calls. So conversely, call options with all of these strike prices experience significant price decrease at high volume. So this suggests either a sell-off in anticipation of price decline or hedging for people who are long on SPY, and it tells you which one has the largest volume. So like I said, the AI just spent the last hour or detected all the information from the last hour and let you know that, hey, there's a possible that the sentiment to SPY is shifting to bearish within the short term. Because keep in mind, these are all today's expiration, 3/11, and it's letting you know that put volume is increasing. People are buying puts, people are selling calls, which means you should, going into the end of the day, that last 30 minutes or 45 minutes since it's SPY, you should be looking for SPY to move lower, right? Also talks about VIX option analysis. I'm not really going to spend too much time talking about this because this is just talking about volatility being up. If you've been trading at all during March or really at all during 2025, you already know that volatility is up. The market has been extremely volatile, so that's not really a surprise. But the AI is going to pick that up and send that information out to you. It also gives you some really cool information here with the individual movers. So it talks about things that you might not be looking at or names that you might not have ever traded or ever considered trading that are worth looking into. So with the individual movers, it talks about these forward calls saying there's high volume and there might indicate some speculative buying, right? Kind of similar with Rocket, talks about how these calls have a volume spike and there is highly speculative bullish interest. So it could be a high risk, high reward trade. We like to call those lottos. I know some of you guys really enjoy playing lottos, so the AI is going to give you opportunities to do that too. Now, everything we just looked at so far is pretty much just a summary of all the information that the AI picked up from watching CapitalFlow from 2:30 to 3:30. Now, below that, you have actionable information because we're not just giving you data, we're not just giving you summary, we're giving you suggestions on what you can buy and what you should be looking to trade based off of that information. So with that being said, you can see here we have bearish SPY strategy. So given the increased put activity, consider a bearish trade on SPY, like buying puts or selling call spreads. Remember, buying puts, you make money when the market moves down. If you're selling call spreads, shout out to the sellers, you make money when the market moves down. So it's telling you you should be looking to take advantage of a SPY drop in the near term. However, be cautious of a potential short-term bounce, of course, if you're looking to play the downside. The volatility play and the individual stocks, right? So with the individual stocks, this is really cool because it says, there's an increase in call buying here. There's a huge spike in call volume. The AI isn't able to determine why that is, but it's letting you know that further research is needed to understand. So this is something that you could be researching, you could be looking into. Maybe some news came out, maybe some news is about to come out, right? See if you can identify why there's an increase in call buying on these names, and you might be able to find yourself a trade there. Now, what I really want to dig into is this SPY option analysis, right? AI is extremely bearish on SPY going into the end of the day. So let's look at this SPY chart. All right, there's a few things you can notice here. First off, it did drop going into the end of the day, but I want to break this down a little bit more. So I want to first isolate that 2:30 to 3:30 window where that information came from. So my 2:30 candle is right here, and my 3:30 candle is this one right here. So this window right here, from 2:30 to 3:30, this is where the AI identified a spike in same-day expiration put buying, also the call selling. Now, if you're not watching flow, right, and you're just looking at pure price action, you might have thought that this uptrend was going to continue going into the end of the day because SPY was already in an uptrend, right? And it even got above the previous high of day. And it actually got above the pre-market high at one point for a little bit, right? But regardless of all of that, AI said put buying is picking up, look to go short on SPY. And if you did that, you would have won. And I want to point something out to you because the post came out from the AI right at 3:30, right? Now, if you would have bought one of the suggested puts right there, because it looks like at 3:30, SPY was pretty much right at 560, right? So say you buy the 559 puts. The 559 puts at 3:30, when that message was posted, they were about $1.05. Now, by the time the market closed, those same puts went up to $2.68, which is a return of over 150% in less than 30 minutes. The AI told you, look, go short on SPY based off of what the options flow looks like. You could have made 150% return. At the end of the day, great way to end the trading day. All you had to do was be watching the AI and follow it. Now, this is the only example I'm going to show you guys for today because, like I said, this is day one of this AI being released. I'm definitely going to show you guys more examples, definitely going to give you more breakdowns. If you've been following us at CapitalFlow for a while, you know that we're constantly rolling features out. This is definitely the biggest one that's ever been released because there's obviously a lot you can do with AI nowadays. This is going to pretty much kind of serve as a foundation, but we're going to continue to build a lot of features on top of this using this AI. So I'm really excited. I did want to put out this video just because it's day one. I wanted to let you guys know how to find it, how to use it. But like I said, I'm going to continue to build on top of this. So make sure that you're subscribed to my channel to keep getting all of the updates. And again, this is just a super simple way for you guys to make money. The goal with CapitalFlow is to always make trading simple. So we're giving you simple and actionable information that's going to help you guys make a lot of money. So I'm going to put all of the links in the description. I'll have the links for if you haven't created your CapitalFlow account yet, you can sign up. I'll show you links to go where to go if you already do have your account. So go ahead and like this video and leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think on this AI. I would also really love some feedback. If there's other things that you would like to see from the AI, please give feedback in the comment section. And again, I appreciate you guys for watching this video, and I'm excited to see some of your results from using our new AI. Peace.